Hello everyone and welcome to our very first Forever 21 podcast brought to you by Down Syndrome Scotland. This is Down Syndrome Awareness Month and we are producing a number of podcasts which we hope you enjoy, and if you do, please follow us, please like us, please feel free to share. My name is Eddie McConnell and I'm the Chief Executive of Down Syndrome Scotland, and for this first podcast I'm delighted to introduce and welcome my work colleague, Cher Collins. Hi, Cher. How are you today?
Hi, Eddie. I'm good. Really looking forward to our chat.
Well, I'm looking forward to it too. So thanks for coming on our very first podcast. And you work for Down Syndrome Scotland, Cher. So tell us about your job at Down Syndrome Scotland.
I'm really pleased to work with Down Syndrome Scotland. My job title is engagement worker.
Brilliant. And what does that involve? What does an engagement worker do?
I organise and deliver online sessions for teenagers with Down syndrome. I really love it. We call them teen space sessions and we started them during lockdown. We do lots of fun things online and it is all about keeping people connected and looking after their mental health and their well-being. I am also developing a newsletter for young adults with Down syndrome, and I'm excited to be working on that too.
Brilliant. That sounds a really exciting job. Tell us a bit more about Teen Space and some of the fun things that you get up to on Teen Space.
Yeah, we do karaoke nights, bingo, we do different class sessions, forum nights, and we even do Strictly nights as well.
Oh, Strictly. Are you watching Strictly this year, Cher?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Who are you backing to win?
Will and Nancy.
Will and Nancy.
Yeah.
So he's got a long way to go, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So listen, I know you're also involved in delivering awareness training on behalf of Down Syndrome Scotland. Is that right?
Yeah, I deliver Down syndrome awareness training in a range of organisations. I really like doing it because I get to talk about me and my life and what's important to me.
And am I right in thinking you delivered training recently to the NHS? Is that right?
Yeah, that was a big one. There was over 400 people
Wow.
on the webinar and that were there to hear me speak.
Wow, were you nervous, Cher?
Yeah, I was at the start, but once I got going, it was great and the feedback was awesome. I'm pleased I was able to make people stop and think about seeing me and my potential and not only thinking about my disability. I want to do more of that.
Brilliant. So now we know all about your work at Down Syndrome Scotland, and it sounds a lot, Cher. Let's get to know you, Cher, and what matters to you. I've got some quick fire questions, which hopefully are a bit of fun. Are you up for that, Cher?
Yeah, fire ahead.
Okay, so are you ready, Cher? Here we go. EastEnders or Coronation Street?
Coronation Street.
Wow. Beach holiday or climb a mountain?
Beach holiday.
Iron brew or Coke?
Iron blue.
Savoury or sweet?
Savoury.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
And Netflix or Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Brilliant. That was fun, Cher. I hope you enjoyed that. Listen, I was looking at your profile online, and gosh, you've really got an interesting profile out there, and you've also got your own Twitter account. I can see your name on the screen here. And I came across the BBC Social Bites series and a short film that you made for them. How was that?
It was good. I really enjoyed doing it. It was one of the most liked posts online.
Yeah, it was great. It got a lot of likes. And you talk about your family in that short film, and the family's obviously important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, I come from a big family. Some of them live in Edinburgh and some of them live in Belfast. My dog is also a big part of my family too.
Ah, so there's a dog. What's his name? What kind of
His
dog
name
is he?
is his name is Blue, and he's a Rottweiler, but he's a big softie.
Gosh, am I right in thinking that you're a Hearts supporter and that you're also a huge Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
So I was trying to work out if these two things are connected, and does Hearts need a wizard to improve its performance these days? No comment from you, Cher. So listen, there is a bit in your film. I was really interested in the Social Bite film because there's a really poignant bit in the film where you talk about some of the challenges that you've faced, Cher. And you talk specifically about, the bullying that you experienced and how it affected you. That must have been really difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't nice. It was very hard. Some people who I thought were my friends weren't nice to me, and I realised I had to cut some of my friends off as they weren't nice. But I've got lots of good friends around me now, and I know what to do if I see bullying happening, and I help others to deal with it too.
Oh, that's brilliant, Cher. I'm so pleased that you've been able to turn a negative into a positive, Cher, and that you're now helping others too. That's quite amazing. I think you'd be a great friend to have, and we're so lucky to have you as a work colleague at Down Syndrome Scotland. Listen, I also saw on your social media that you had a graduation ceremony earlier this year. Tell us about that, please. Tell us about your graduation.
Oh yeah, I graduated from a course called Our Future Leaders, which is run by Inspiring Scotland and the Scottish Commission for People with Learning Disabilities. It was a buoyant course, and my confidence grew a lot throughout the course.
That's amazing. I mean, it sounds like a really interesting course. What did it cover, Cher?
A huge amount. We learned a lot about leadership and all the different kinds of leaders there are. We also learned about finances and how to run a charity, as well as sessions on social media and communications. We had some great speakers on the course, and I learned to become aware that people often see things differently, and that's okay. I made some great friends on the course, and I also developed my own vision for my own future.
Oh, that sounds fantastic, Cher. Are you up for sharing your vision for the future with us?
Yeah, my goal in life is to be accepted for who I am and not to be ashamed for who I am. We are all human beings. I want to be a voice for everyone with Down syndrome, making sure they are accepted for who they are. We are all human beings after all.
Wow, Cher, that is just totally amazing. Wow, you clearly got a lot out of that course. And I think I can say on behalf of everybody that you are a voice for people with Down syndrome all over Scotland. So that is amazing. Let's talk about your future now, and what plans you have for your future. What lies ahead for Cher Collins? What ambitions do you have for your future, Cher?
I would love to have my own house one day. That would be great. But I also have a dream about having my autobiography written about me and my life, because there's so much more about me. I would really love that to be out there.
Wow, these are fantastic, fantastic ambitions and goals to have. Really amazing. And I'm in no doubt, Cher, that your dreams will come true. And if anyone is listening to this podcast and can help Cher achieve her ambitions, then please get in touch. And by the way, Cher, I want you to invite me to your book signing event when the autobiography is written. Listen, I've really enjoyed chatting to you today, Cher. I hope you've enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I always enjoy talking to you, Eddie.
Listen, thank you, Cher. The pleasure and the privilege is always mine, and I'm really grateful to you. And thanks for agreeing to take part in this first Forever 21 podcast. It's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed chatting to you. Now, if you want to find out more about the work we do at Down Syndrome Scotland, feel free to contact us. Our contact details are at the end of the podcast. If you've enjoyed our podcast, don't forget to follow us online and feel free to share and repost the podcast. Our work at Down Syndrome Scotland is not done, and the demand for our services continues to go through the roof. So anything you can spare to help us with our work would be greatly appreciated. There's a donation button on this post. All that remains for me to do is to thank my guest and my work colleague, Cher Collins, for taking part in our first podcast, and to remind you that another podcast will be making its way to you very soon on behalf of Down Syndrome Scotland. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. You too, Cher. Bye for now.
Bye.